Hello and welcome, I'm TobyJonesDrums and thank you for tuning in into another drum lesson. Now today we're covering a brand new topic, and that is going to be writing drum parts for an original song or any kind of cover or anything like that. Now unfortunately I don't have a song I can buy or kind of borrow, so I've had to write one from scratch today. So I'm not kind of writing drums on the spot. It's kind of going to be, obviously I've already got this drum part, so I'm going to kind of show you how I went about writing this drum part basically, and we're going to be showing my interpretation at the end. If you want to have your own interpretation of this, then you can actually download this track for free with and without the click. The link will be in the description, and I'll also put it on my SoundCloud as well with all the other drumless tracks as well. So in terms of experience, I've actually only been I'm actually featured only on one song, and that's 12,000 Men by Think on it. That's actually my playing and my part that I wrote essentially. So if you wanted to see what actual drum writing that I have actually done for a published song, then that's all that I've got for you as of 2020, I'm afraid. So I'm going to play the track for you now, and we're going to be talking about it's just a track that I've just knocked up. It's not a mastered track, it's just a demo, no vocals annoyingly, but we'll be doing lots of different tracks in the future. So if you have got any tracks that you do want me to write drum parts for, or any drum tracks that you like my interpretation of my drumming, please do just send me in the track, and I'd love to do more of these, because at the moment with no lyrics, it's kind of a very niche genre of music, I suppose. So it's instrumental, complete all stock sounds from Logic, and it's very simple, but it's got different kinds of structure which I've made for the purpose of this video. So we'll listen to the track, and we're going to be breaking down bits and pieces throughout the song. Before we listen to this track though, please do hit that subscribe button and follow me on my social medias. I'm almost 10 away now from getting to 100, and I want to hit 100 before I go to uni, so if you can hit those subscribe button, that'd be great. Okay, so we've got 8 bars of an intro, and there won't be any groove or anything. It'll just be a bit simple ad-lib, maybe some toms going around, but nothing interesting, nothing going to take over the introduction. We don't want it too heavy. But now we've got into, I believe is going to be a chorus, I think. Okay, so in terms of groove, because this is definitely going to be a drum groove for this, and it's now depending on, do we have our kick drum with the bass, or do we have our kick drum with the syncopation chords, basically. It's completely up to you, but I think for the purpose of this one, I'm going to be sticking to a bit of both, but mainly the keys. But obviously not every stab, otherwise it'd be crazy kick part. But so it'd be, you can kind of hear in your head, if you listen to that syncopation, you can kind of go, okay, where can I put that bass drum, and where can we make a groove out of it? Because obviously we want it to sound nice as well, and also fitting with the music as well. Okay, so we've got an 8-bar chorus. It's just a small chorus, and now I think we're coming to a verse. Yes, we've lost all bass now, so now I think now the drums would now go with the instrumental and drop down completely as well. So this could be rim clicks or just something on the hi-hats, anything like that, but no low end, I think, again, because we've not got any bass. Okay, so now the bass is coming now for the second half of this verse, so maybe just a bit louder in volume, but nothing too dramatic change, I think. Okay, and this is going back into a chorus. So we've got literally really simple verse, then a bass coming in the second half, and now another chorus. Okay, and there we've got, we're missing the downbeat on the 5th bar of that chorus. So basically, for drum wise, we don't want to keep just doing a steady groove, because it's going to sound like we're playing it wrong, doesn't it? So I think for that, we don't want to be playing bass drum on that downbeat. We want to be doing some kind of fill or completely nothing at all, or doing that click pattern, which is it's a triplets, I believe. Yeah, so we can either do that fill or we can do a fill of our own, but no bass drum on the downbeat or anything like that, I don't think. And we've also now got an organ kind of pad thing, so that may, maybe a bit stronger on that chorus, a bit heavier, maybe some more fills, something like that, just to fill the space a bit more. Okay, another verse. I think it's going to be exactly the same as the last one. Yep, that's the same. Yeah, and now we're going to another chorus. So I believe, so that verse was exactly the same. So I would, however, not go right down. I maybe might keep the backbeat going and kind of keep it a bit heavier, as it's you don't want to have it exactly the same. Maybe have some kind of development. If that makes sense. That click place is exactly the same as the last one. Okay, so now we've got our first change in chord pattern. I've kept it really simple for this backing track, just so I could just make it really, really quickly. So now we've got no high end, and now it's all coming from the bottom. It's going to rise up into probably a big chorus. So for this bit, it could be actually nothing at all, 4 on the floor. But I'm feeling some kind of tom groove would be quite cool for this, kind of around all the toms, but no cymbals I wouldn't say for this. There could be a big fill there going to the final chorus. I believe it's going to a chorus now. Yeah, so on that build up, we can have a really open, not busy, I'd have a really open but large and loud fill there to go into our final chorus. Okay, now obviously for this last chorus, we've got all the pads, all the synths, everything. The synths sound great, but they're all complete across the frequency range. So now it's kind of like, no, now we want the most powerful drumming, and we've also got claps on the backbeat as well. So we don't want any pushes or anything on the snare. We want this to be locked in with those claps, otherwise it's not going to fit. It's going to sound incorrect basically if we don't do with those claps. Okay, so a little bit of variation as the other two, but it's exactly the same. We're just missing out that downbeat, and that's really important to not miss that, otherwise it's going to sound really out of place. So yeah, we want to miss that downbeat and do like a bigger fill maybe, or the same thing, completely up to you. And yeah, come in again maybe on that beat too, with a cymbal crash. Okay, so now that shaker's stopped as well, so it's going from a big chorus and it's coming straight back down now for an outro. So yeah, it's going to be exactly the same as the intro. Nothing too heavy, nothing groovy, just ad-lib cymbal stuff, around the tom stuff maybe, but nothing that's going to overplay this outro. Yeah, we still got the bass in there though, and I think we should allow the melody and the bass to sing together basically. It's quite, it does sing together, the melody and bass are quite well together. So I think allowing them to do their bit and the drummer to now stand back so you get the tune for the outro would be quite important. and that's the end of the song. So we know structure, we're not really sure on bars, but pretty much each section is about 8 bars, and then we've got a large chorus at the end. We've got stabs to do, those missing downbeats we've got to do, so stabs effectively. In terms of groove, everyone's going to be playing differently, but it's all personal interpretation, and I think playing bass drum with the bass line or with the syncopation, really, really important. Also to note, playing in, in awareness of the backing track. So if the backing track's going quiet and there's no low end, then drumming should be the same. Like the intro, if there's no low end, just do cymbals on the top, like come in at the top. And it's like also, are you doing double time or half time? Do you want quick snares in simple terms, or do you want, every 2 and 4, or, whatever you want? If you're doing half time, you should, it's all personal preference, but if you feel the track is going to be half time, then go to half time. On the track that I drummed for Think On It, I put in the halftime bit for that. That was personal choice. They didn't tell me to do halftime. I just thought it would fit the song, and they agreed. What's also really important as well is we don't want to overplay everything. I know it's a backing track and there's no lyrics, so it's kind of difficult without a singer, but we don't want this to just be a backing track to now play something really, really crazy and complicated over the top. We just want to be playing along to this track, so by the end of it, it's going to be a backing track now without vocals. We don't want this to be a backing track for a drum part. We want this now to be an entire backing track mixed all in together now for vocals, essentially. Okay, so now I'm going to practice the drum part, experiment a little bit, and then we'll show you my take on it. Again, if you want to experiment and do your own take on this, then you can download these tracks for free on my SoundCloud, and you can have your own little go. And if you want to send me your submission, then please do. Alright, so I've got my drum part ready now. In no way is this the perfect way to play this song. I know I wrote the backing track, but drums are so creative. There's no right answer, and it's music, you know what I mean? There's no rules, so you can literally play whatever you want, and you could literally do something completely different to what I've done. But it's just an idea, and I think it fits well with a backing track that's not too show-offy, and it shows all the bits it needs to do, and does all the key bits that we've explained today. Before we go listen to my part though, please do hit that subscribe button. I'm almost 10 away now from 100, and I want to hit 100 before I go to uni. So do hit that subscribe button, and that would mean a lot to me. Let's listen to that right now. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Again, this is not the correct way to do the drumming. It's all very creative and musical, so it's whatever you want to do. And if you want to do your own interpretation and your own take, then please do download the track and send me what you can play. That's all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.